I appreciate you tuning into the Doc Freeman Show and tonight's segment. You know how we do on Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do late night inspiration, where I'm just basically going to be going through some of my creative process. Last week we did Thermal by Output. We were jumping into that, and I was very green in it. We were having some sound and some video issues. A couple things happened on this, and who knows what's going on as far as with technology ensues from now to the future. But as far as tech on this side, on the music production, and we're gonna be diving back into Thermal. Had a little fun with it, and we're gonna be retuning some drums and just doing some EQing on the master track. And this is, of course, start to finish, create from scratch. So this is the part 2. Be up soon. All right, so what's up, y'all? So last week, Thursday, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last week, same time. We're a little bit earlier this time. But last week we were testing out thermal by output. You know, I was having some troubles with the sound, some troubles with the video. We're back with a whole fresh new experience here. I'm just gonna leave my video down and, you know, just share the screen with y'all as I go through and try to remix this and everything, because this sounds like trash on speakers. On the headphones, yeah, it's okay. It's just something with the drums that I'm just not feeling. So I'm just going to go back through and, you know, of course, work with the EQ, retune. And, of course, before I do any of that, I'm going to show you what I did in thermal first and what I'm using thermal for. Check this out. So this is thermal, and what thermal will do for you, it will add texture, space, dynamics, you name it, to any sound that you filter directly through it. I'm going to go ahead and just solo out just the leads that I have for this. And I'll also explain to you why I use the leads too. Check this out. So that's with thermal. That's without thermal. Big difference, right? So let me show you also what I used. So this is what I used here. I'll get rid of this. There we go. We don't need that. So this is what I'm using. I'm using Solo this. This is stock with Machine 2 software, and it's dope. So this is the record player music box. While you're playing it, you get all this animation in the background too. So that might have something to do with the processor load, because you can look here and see that it's, you know, it's working it pretty heavy. Let me see what happens when I close that up. Nothing. Okay. So I'm a solo signal as well. I'm using this by output. Now check out Signal. Signal is dope. Let me close some of these windows. Close the keyboard. Close the outputs. So basically, I mean, you can create your arpeggiated rhythm in here, or you could use whatever's in here. Right now I'm using the tight plug. I'm using that tune and at a certain BPM, which is 90.04, which I'll probably just turn that to 90 and then just compensate with, you know, with swing there and everything. So that's what that is for the most part when you're playing it and not quantizing for the most part. And of course, I'm thinking probably for like, you know, like pre-hook, hook, or even bridge areas using this. This is, let me close that up. The next one is Analog Brass and Winds by Output. Yo, they have a really dope sale going on, and I think what I am gonna do is just share the link with you, you know, if you want to go check it out. I'm running through the stuff that I use so far on this song, and I'm probably gonna keep it really simple and not add too much to this. But this right here, this is dope. Analog Brass and Winds. That's with thermal. That's without thermal. So you still have real big sounds in here. And of course, this is with a preset. I moved some things around a little bit. You can go on the edit, where you can edit the envelope on both signals. You can reverse the signal. You can change the type here if you don't want to go with this one exactly. But as far as brass, I like this. I like using this, and I like using session horns. But this is more of an electric dance type song. So I figured this would be pretty good. And of course, you can, fool with the rhythm. You can arpeggiate it. You can turn on just by clicking on it. Let me get out of that though. So this is what I have for just the verse portion. But just this by itself, I'm thinking this might be like a good intro. I have some choice effects that I want to add to this. Some other sounds. But yeah, that's the basis right there. So that's what thermal's doing right there. Now I also have thermal on the bass section. And it makes it pretty dirty because here you go. And of course I actually went to arcade for this one because it's a pretty dope rhythm. I got to choose my key. And, I can augment it, do whatever I want to it afterwards, maybe chop it, vary it differently. But yeah, that's one part of it. Of course, some of the plugins that I used on this were RBass, which I like using, which is pretty much just Renaissance bass. It's just has a different skin on it. You can still use the classic skin if you choose to. Using Bass Rider. Of course, I go with a preset and then I move stuff around to my own liking. But as far as using headphones, next video I'm probably gonna incorporate, me showing off the monitor stands that I'm picking up. Right now I'm working with two MRK5 Mackies. You can check out the other video where I actually did the repair on one of them. I had to replace the tweeter, but I'm going to be setting that up briefly. But right now, that's the bass. And this is maybe with thermal on the bass. Let me solo that by itself. If I turn off thermal, it just sounds like, like bass. You gotta, like an electric bass. This just adds a little bit more texture to it. So we can add them leads back in there. But the drums. So the drums, I gotta doctor them up a little bit. See, that's where we have our problem at right now. Because the drums themselves, they're sounding a little flat on the low end. So we're gonna try to doctor them up a little bit. All right, for a little bit of flavor, I added a vocal effect in here. Of course, it's clipping here, but it's not really clipping. Yeah, I like this right here too, the studio rack. So it allows me to basically just set a rack up. So I got my limiter here, Vitamin, which is another EQ. See what happens if I turn it off. Yeah, it loses a lot of dynamics on there. And then crazy enough, I added Saphira on here, another Waves plugin, just for, warmth, harmonics. You can adjust both of those here. I think on the next video, what I'm probably gonna do, is I got a loop right now. It's like a 16 bar loop. I like it. That's not gonna be the basis of the whole song. That's just a loop. So what I think I'm gonna do on the next video, for this, start to finish, we're gonna work on this one. I think this is gonna be one of the ones that I think this might be one of the giveaway ones right here. I think it might be, in a promotional project that I have coming up, and it's actually called On a Mission. I'm going to be putting that out, just something for, the supporters. We're going to have a couple of things changing in the new year, but again, rolling back to this, I think this is going to be one of the ones that's the giveaway right here. So, stay tuned with this. And I hope these short ones like this are a little bit better for everybody. Stay tuned for more content. It might actually be on a bigger frequency, meaning that it's probably going to be other than on Thursday as well. So, if you would hit that notification bell, go to the top of it where it says all. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all right here. So click subscribe, click that bell, and then that bell is going to pop out another bell on top of it. Click that one, like, comment. And that's it for tonight. We'll be back with it on another Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in between then, look out for the Whoabouts this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. Special guest to be announced. Until then, peace.